U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. That one's taken in by Spears.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Herbert changing things up. Now the rookie third-rounder from Tulane, it's Tajay Spears.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down and inches.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. As he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On first down, it's Herbert. And this one too low. The Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking deep here for Mooney.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Crowd right.
To the air again, Herbert. This is caught.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Spears will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now a second down throw for Cousins.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Here comes third down and 7.
Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daniil Hunter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kadarius Toney,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now Cousins on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had to man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Throwing is Cousins. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Out of the gun to give to Spears. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. The Spears with another carry. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. An audible here to get a new look. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. 30 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First down. Here's Cousins. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cousins again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
They'll throw again. Cousins. That's out to Chubb, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Cousins. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nick Chubb. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Cousins now to throw on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off for the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cortland Sutton. 65 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Herbert going to change the play here. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Cousins on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now you got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take them.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Hand off to Spears. They'll cross crossover out of bounds right at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tajay Spears with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Heads up. There he goes, left side. Nick Chubb. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Breaks through the contact. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Into space at the 45. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now it's Herbert. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
Hey, go Lion.
And here's a give to Spears. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to Spears. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. They'll run with Spears. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a run by Spears. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And now a run with Spears. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tajay Spears, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And quickly, they get to the line. On play action, Cousins. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Finding Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up.
GG's.